Even in Jesus' name, amen.
All right, thank you so much. So, like I mentioned earlier on, we started on Monday, and we intend to close the pitches today. On Monday, production team, this thing was smoking. I don't know if you still want to make it smoke as we finish. Mtatuambia the flavor that you'll give us for the day. But I want to give you some housekeeping rules on how you'll be pitching. So first things first, at any given point in time, we will always have three of you queuing outside to come on stage. Basically, because we do have a backstage right here, so you will be supported by Davis Orina. Davis Orina, who will also be backed by Lynn. So if Davis or Lynn are in here, please just come ahead. Good. So this is Davis. Davis will take you to the right place where you're supposed to be pitching. You're supposed to have your microphone set and queued to come on stage. Along the way, you will also have Davis lead you to the production team that is going to capture some of your feelings just to ease you and to make you feel relaxed. Just a simple conversation, something like, how are you feeling? Are you excited? And just to make you calm before you come to the stage. Okay? So you will access the stage through the backstage, and please alert Davis so that he makes an arrangement for that. So some other thing is we're all equals. Okay? We are all equals. So we need to keep each other motivated and we need to be fair. So we will only be clapping for each other as we make entry to come to the stage. So when an innovator is called to come to the stage, you can clap as much as you can. And remember, the same energy that you use to welcome the other person is the same energy that we'll use to welcome you. So if you don't clap, we'll be noting. So please make sure you encourage each other. In between the presentations, no clapping. Let's be as fair as possible. Hata mtu akisema is taking us to the moon, please don't clap. We want all to be equal, okay? So any question up to that point? Any question? Good, that's clarity. So we will be using the order that you received during the presentations. So by now you should have received a schedule of how you'll be pitching. We'll just be following that exact order, okay? So I want to now take this opportunity to welcome this amazing lady called Yvonne Jerry. She will be welcoming the judges, and we will get to know who they are. But one thing I can guarantee you is that they are your friends. They just want to give you feedback that is going to help you because the Presidential Innovation Challenge and Award incorporates components of mentorship and coaching, they will be giving you feedback that is going to support you in the next phases. So I want you to clap for Yvonne Jerry, who is right here, and she will introduce the rest of the judges. And I hope we are going to have the greatest day possible. Thank you. Yvonne, karibu.
Sana, thank you, George. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to ask my judging panel, prestigious judging panel, to please join me here on stage so they can introduce themselves. How you guys feeling? Mnajisikiaje? Nervous, tayari, excited, complicated? You have a complicated feeling. Wow. That's a very good range of emotions, but all emotions are good today. Today, you're allowed to feel anything you want to feel, all right? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're very excited to have you here. The fact that you've made it to this stage is nothing short of an achievement. So please clap for yourselves. All right, my name is Yvonne Jerry. My background is in marketing and innovation. And what I enjoy the most is working with new businesses, new ideas, new products, new anything really. And coming up with that new product or new solution and seeing it grow and scale. That's what drives me. I'm very passionate about Africans, very passionate about Africa. And I keep saying, I believe we are the ones who are going to solve our own problems because we know them and we understand them deeply. So for today, as the judging panel that's here, and I'll let them introduce themselves in a minute, what we will do is just listen. We'll just listen to your pitches. We'll ask you a few questions just to understand or clarify some aspects. It would be helpful if you understand your problem well, because that's really key. It's good if you're able to articulate the problem that you're trying to solve, and then you can share what the solution is. The other thing that we'll be looking out for is passion. Obviously, if you're passionate about what you're doing, it will come through. Don't be, okay, it's good to be nervous a little bit because it means it's important to you. But I would also say, try as best as you can to relax. We are good people, we promise. We promise we are nice. All right? So we'll just be asking questions just to clarify, all right? And you have your 7 minutes, we have about 3 minutes to ask the questions, okay? So let my good judges here introduce themselves and just tell you a little bit about what they do and why they're here. I can assure you also they're very, very passionate about business, very passionate about entrepreneurship, so they will be listening to you guys from that lens. All right, let's give them a hand. We'll start off with Eric Muduri.
Good morning. Good morning. Much better. My name is Eric Muduri. I'm happy to be here. I'm a professional in the innovation space for some time now. With 24 years experience, I've worked for Safaricom, Orange, Intel, and also in the financial services space at FinServ and MasterCard. I'm really passionate about digital transformation because I believe it creates new opportunities. It creates opportunities to create an impact in the economy. And there's a big opportunity for us to create a difference in Africa. So as Yvonne said, we are here to listen. And I'm really looking forward to listen to your ideas and see what change you guys want to make. Congratulations on getting here, right? Show passion on whatever you're going to say today. Right, that's something that we'd like to see, and I'm sure everything will go well for you. So, karibu sana, and all the best. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is May. Did you introduce our names? No. My name is May Kaptuya. Really glad to see you all here today. Yesterday we had an amazing time listening to all the great innovations that were presented. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what you guys have to share with us. I have about 19 years, 20 years, I think, something like that, professional experience. I worked in the aviation sector for I think, was it 15 of those. And then I came into entrepreneurship about 4 years ago. So I run an organization called Kochaya Solutions. What we do is we offer strategic workforce planning and workforce planning solutions for businesses. So hopefully, from the ideas and innovations that you guys have, we'll see them into businesses, and one day we'll work together. I like one quote: all of you are leaders, that's why you're here. And I like this quote from John Maxwell, and he says about leadership: leaders know the way, then they go the way, and then they show the way. So you guys basically saying that you have identified as a solution to some of the challenges that we face in Africa or in Kenya. And so now you are going the way by defining what that is, innovating through the entire process of the innovative process, and then now showing people how to come in and bringing the solution to life. So I'm really looking forward to seeing everything that you have to share with us today. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning on this side. Good morning on this side. This side have it. Well, good to see you all. My name is Gerald Owino. And really, what I shared yesterday was saying that about 20 years ago, I left my previous employment and the next day I was making a pitch. So 20 years later, I'm still pitching. So pitching has not stopped. But what I said was that what is important is for you showing up. The fact that you're here makes a big difference. There are those who are not here. Yeah, so congratulations on being here. A bit more about myself. And what also I'm expecting from you is, I think your president says, iko vitu matatu, iko? Maneno ni matatu. Mambo ni matatu. So the first thing that I'm excited about is insights. I'm interested in the voice of the African consumer. So I'm sure even when you've done what you've done, there's a consumer that you've engaged, there's a consumer that you're selling to. So I particularly do research, and it's always important to hear that African voice. But the second thing I'm passionate about is innovation. I'm excited about that insight that you have. Can it spur something new? Can you change something in your environment? And so that's also the lens I'll be looking into, that your product is able to change communities, your product is able to change circumstances, right? I said, ni vitu nima? Matatu. Forget my accent. But the third thing I'm excited about, and also what I do for a living, is influence. Is that with a good insight, you have a new product, the next thing to do is to take it to the marketplace. So I want to see how have you used your wisdom to put this product out there. Are people buying it? Are they consuming it? What strategies do you have? All right. So Vituni, mambo ni matatu. Yeah, so I'm excited about insights. I'm excited about innovation. I'm excited about influence. So looking forward to the pitches, and do your best.
Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, May. Thanks, Eric. I can see people here have potential as teachers. There are 3 eyes. That's really good. All right, so we are looking very much forward to listening to all of you today. Allow me to add one more thing. I think collectively we have a lot of experience in building products just by ourselves, but we also have listened to quite a number of pitches over the years. For me, I have actually been part of really very many accelerator programs, incubation ones, innovation centers, even for universities. So some of the feedback we'll give you is based on what we know of that industry. So I would recommend that you consider you carefully consider what we share back. So we'll ask questions, but we will also share comments based on what we've seen. And of course, we don't know everything about your product. We don't know everything about the culture in which you're building. We don't know everything about your environment. So you are most welcome to take whatever we share with you and pick what is helpful and discard anything that's not, all right? So we don't claim to know everything, but we will give it our best and we will share feedback based on our knowledge and our experience. I am so excited. I'm looking very much forward to hearing all the good things coming from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Just before you leave the stage,
Yeah.
Tradition dictates that we have to do a group photo. So let's have a group photo of the judges first. Then Carl will guide us into the inclusion of the rest of us. I think today we are going to have the biggest group photo we've ever done since Monday. The crowd looks big today. So Carl, kindly guide us into this phase. We execute quickly. So immediately we are done with the group photo, we will start the pitches in this particular order. We'll have Peterson from Teta University. We'll have Pamela Triza from Chuka University. And we will have Emmanuel Ruto from University of Kabianga. So please, I hope all those three I've mentioned are right here with us. Can you raise your hands? Good. So you will see Davis, who will take you to the backstage. Immediately we are done with this group photo. So just hold your horses. Don't go to. Then as the group photos happen, I want to tell you that the judges will be giving you feedback in case kamoja kapite. In case feedback iko kuingia vizuri, you can revisit on YouTube and you'll be able to see what the judges told you. Then you will also get a chance to get some videos later on. So please make sure you follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at Kenya Updates, and also on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram at Kenya National Innovation Agency. So the hashtag we're using is hashtag PIA, hashtag Presidential Innovation Challenge and Award, and hashtag Enabling Innovation. Yeah, I know this is going to be the one group photo that will trouble Carl because tuko wengi. Na pia kuna variations in height, but we are going to hack this. wenye wamevalia shati mpya ni wa wapi? Tunaona zimetoka kwa karatasi leo asubuhi. Eh? The innovators who are on this side and the mentors, lecturers, please also join in. Carl, I told you today is trouble, problems. You know, the most exciting thing today is innovators have come with their lecturers. As the old joke says, during our time, we used to fear our lecturers. So I'm very happy to see lecturers joining their students because they are in the journey of mentoring them. And I'm very happy today because we are just creating the right pipeline of innovators who are coming from the knowledge economy. So just like Yvonne has mentioned, we are all super excited today. And we look forward to hearing your pitches. So Carl, are we good? Yeah. You see, the advantages of sitting in the front row is you get to get a very strategic position for the group photo. So I don't know who solved the secret, but I'm happy that you guys took the front rows. So next time with the back benches, itabidi mkae mbele. Yeah, I think you need to be seen, eh? Good. Miles, everyone. When I'm due smile, check any too. Right, so the Kenya team can also join in. Carl, you will guide us on how to do this. So we also want to do something interesting for the visuals. So Davis, are you not Kenya? Or you're also pitching today? You need to declare conflict of interest. Squat. Huh? Oh, we join in. Okay, we are not so many, so I think we just join in somewhere. Yeah, please just drop your bags and come join us. This is a photo we use to allocate resources. Right. Something for the video. Just a second. Don't leave your positions. One last thing. This is presidential, so we have to. Right. So there's something we've been doing for the last couple of days. So we just want to use the same format. Okay. So when I say startup A, you say startup R. Okay. Sorry. Oh, you do like what? There is a new idea. Oh yeah. That is exactly what we are going to do. Like startup A, startup R. Is that what you meant? Huh? Is that okay? Or you have a new idea? It's good. Okay, sawa. So when you say startup A, you say startup R, okay? And you wave like this. We're just trying to create a concert around here, okay? So startup A, startup R, startup A, startup R, startup A, startup R, startup A, startup R, A, R, A, R. Nice, 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 nice. Good, good. So let's take our seats. So the innovators I called, please see Davis, who will lead you to the backstage. We get started. So I'm talking about Peterson Washira from Blood Bank Management System. I'm talking about Pamela Teresa, yes, from Chuka University, who will pitch safe sanitary pad from banana fiber. And I'm also talking about Emmanuel Ruto from University of Kabianga, who will pitch their product originating from Aqua Pure Company. So please ensure you step out. And this is where my job ends. Effective this minute, nimefutwa kazi. So I will invite Anna Ondara, who will be moderating the pitching. She will be calling the rest of us on stage. So Anna Ondara, please take up the stage and on it. My TOR imeishia hapa. So good people, my contract has just been renewed and I'm able to continue working. So now I want us to make the biggest noise and welcome on stage Tereng, Peterson Washira, all the way from Taita Taveta University. Peter Washira, karibu sana.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Peterson Wanderi from Taita Taveta University, home of ideas, and I'm here to present Damu Afya Blood Bank Management System. A few years ago, my friend was in a life-threatening situation. He needed blood urgently, but finding the blood was a nightmare. We searched for hours, calling hospital, begging for help, but the blood just wasn't available. The experience changed me and realized that no one should have to go through that. That's why I created Blood Bank Management System, a platform that ensures life-saving is just a tap away. This problem is not just about my friend, it's about thousands of Kenyans and millions across Africa who are facing the same struggle every day. The numbers don't lie, blood shortages are costing lives. In Kenya alone, according to the latest publication, only 21% of the blood needed was collected in 2020. Maternal deaths from blood complication were 35%, road accident deaths from bleeding were 30%. And across Africa, there was a shortfall of 3.29 million of blood unit every year. This is a crisis, but one we can solve. Blood Bank Management System is a platform that connects patients in need of blood and donors in real time. Imagine of this, you are in an emergency, and instead of frantic calls, endless searches, you simply open up the app, request for the blood, and be directed to the nearest hospital for the match. No more guesswork, no more delays, just the right blood when and where needed. This is our prototype. Blood bank management system features two main interfaces. One is patient interface and donor interface to ensure a streamlined process for blood request and donation. Our patient interface, we begin with a secure login where you will be directed to the patient dashboard where you can make the request and be updated in real-time notification whether the blood is available and be directed to a certain hospital with your match. And also, on the other hand, we have donor interface where he logins and then can donate blood, can see the donation history, and also the donor can make a request for blood and also see the request history. Our dashboard are centralized the way we display the key metrics that you can see the number of requests made, pending requests, approval request, or rejected request. Our uniqueness is that we ensure timely access to blood to the patient and comprehensive donor engagement. And also we ensure AI-powered data analytics for blood transfusion centers that will optimize the operation, reduce the wastage, and also improve on decision-making and through predictive insights and real-time data analysis. We are looking forward to partner with government hospitals, blood banks, clinic, and non-government organizations, and also we are looking to market ourselves through social media and websites. Our business model combines business to business, business to customers, customers to business, and business to government to create a sustainable and impactful ecosystem. We will generate our revenue through subscription fee. We will charge blood transfusion center $1,000 per month, and for the satellite center, $500 per month, and 40% of our revenue, that making a profit margin of 60%. The reason why we are charging blood transfusion center a high amount because they will use the advanced feature of AI powered for demand forecasting. And for the first year and the second year, we will create 5,000 plus jobs in healthcare and tech sectors, and also a project impact on the healthcare that are anchored in the bottom-up economic transformation, Africa Agenda 2063, and Sustainable Development Goal, SDG 3, and also partner for the goals in SDG 17. This is our team. I'm Peterson Wanderi, the founder and the software developer. We have Cynthia Maina, who is our co-founder and the entrepreneur mastermind, and also Peter Tumaini, who is our healthcare researcher. Damu is the first centralized blood management platform in Africa. We have no direct competitors. We ensure that we will save life together, and our motto is together, let's save lives. And we are looking, everyone, all of us, we ensure no life will go to waste. no deaths, no maternal deaths, no more blood shortages, no more delays when requesting for blood. And we ensure that we will make our system to be so reliable. And thank you.
Thank you. You have some time to spare, so I'll just ask, how many of you know your blood type? Hey, okay, iko shida. So to the judges.
Yeah, use this one.
I think you can hear me now. Thank you for sharing the idea. Much needed intervention. Just a quick question for me to understand. Have you met or engaged with a blood transfusion center? Have you shared the idea with them? Have you tried to pilot it with them? And has there been any feedback on what benefit they find in your idea?
Yes.
Maybe you could say more.
And the benefit they saw is that we are ensuring that any patient, wherever and whenever he is, he can access our services, whereby we will just simply open up the app and request for the blood and be directed to the nearest hospital with the right match. And also, we have real-time notification whereby when you request the blood, you'll have a real-time notification whereby they will direct you, they will tell you about the availability of the blood, where to find the blood to the nearest hospital or blood transfusion center from where you are, and you will be given the location of the blood transfusion center. That's the uniqueness they saw on my project.
So which was the blood transfusion center you engaged?
No, I engaged with one guys from Red Cross.
Red Cross.
Yes.
And so you piloted it with them, and how did they use it?
I was in the development stage.
Right.
So the development stage, I was to include the AI for data analytics and also demand forecasting.
All right. Good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. I think this is definitely the need for blood during emergency is quite important. You mentioned that the impact is going to be 5,000 jobs.
Yes.
Could you just take me through how that is created using your platform, since it's...
Okay, we will need 500 officers in hospitals, in each hospitals, and also we need the health tech, the tech people who will train them so that they can able and they can be professional to use our blood bank management system. And for the first year, second year, and the third year, we'll make sure that we create these we'll create jobs. And also, this is not just about Kenya. So we are looking forward to go beyond Kenya. Yes.
And which markets would you go to first, say, in the first 3 years? Outside of Kenya, where would you, what would be your target market?
Most of the affected countries are 38 countries due to blood shortages. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Thank you so much. You will exit on this door and hand over the clicker. So let's clap for him. So my contract was only renewed for a very short period. So I hope it was short and sweet. If you clap for me, I'll walk out proud. If you don't clap for me, I'll walk with my head down. So I want to welcome Anna Ondara from the Kenya National Innovation Agency, who will take up the next sessions. Please, a clap for Anna.
Thank you so much, George. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. It's so lovely to see you here today. As one of the things we do as Kenya National Innovation Agency is to support universities become entrepreneurial. So it's so nice to see some of you today, and I feel so good because I've met my classmates in this room that have been within university a year back. So hope you'll have a good day. I'll be your moderator for the morning session today. Next on stage to start to proceed with is I'll call Pamela Triza from Chuka University on safe sanitary pad from banana fiber. Let's clap for Pamela.
To our judges, ladies and gentlemen in the room, good morning. My name is Pamela Apuko. I'm the CEO and founder of Banagal, a safe sanitary pad made from natural raw materials of banana fibers. I am the fourth born in a family of 7, born in a very minute village in Kanyamkago, and due to our hardship that we used to go through, even putting food on the table was a problem. And therefore, at 14 years, cramps started cracking in my abdomen like broken glasses. And therefore, sometimes I will drop out of school for 5 to 6 days to go at home so that I can manage my periods. Teachers termed my absence as laziness, as boys would mock my stains, and sometimes I would be forced to visit the nearest health center so that I can get pills to ease my pain and also reduce my flow. Until one day, one nurse scoffed at me saying, "Go and become pregnant so that you can come back after 9 months." This gave me physical pain and emotional stress. But as I was growing up, I realized that it was not only me going through the same situation. Hundreds of girls and women from my village were facing the same challenge. 1,000 and millions of women across the globe are still going through the same thing. And therefore, a woman uses 11,400 sanitary pads throughout her lifetimes, and the available sanitary products that are available in the market today, they are made of synthetic raw materials such as plastic and harmful chemicals that causes skin irritation and also itching to the skin of the individual. And therefore, most of them are non-biodegradable, leading to landfills, waste accumulation, and a general environmental degradation. Therefore, why then sanitary pad from banana fibers? From the banana pseudostem, we extract our fibers, which are the raw materials are readily available. They are cost effective since they are discarded as waste in the community, making them easy to access so that we can extract our fibers and produce our product. They are also safe, natural, and non-toxic, leading to a biodegradable and sustainable solution in the environment. Why then sanitary pad from banana fibers? How do we get our sanitary pads? From different layers of the banana pseudostem, we peel the different layers, we extract them using a decorticator machine. It undergoes cleaning, drying, and chopping them into smaller pieces. It undergoes mechanical process so that we can get our pulp fluff, which acts as the super absorbent part of the sanitary pads. And from the different layers of biodegradable materials, the top layer consists of breathable and soft banana fiber cloth. The second layer is the banana pulp, which has different channels to distribute the fluid evenly. The third layer is the biodegradable leak-proof sheet, which prevents the food from passing from staining the cloth of the individual. And the third layer is the adhesive pad, which keeps the pad securely into place. And those are some of the samples that we have made since our production started. Some of the sustainable development goals that aligns with our production, one and the major one is the is to promote good health and well-being of our people, quality education, as we want our girls to remain in school, climate action, promote sustainable cities, and also gender equality among other sustainable development goals. Our market opportunity. Our market segment are women between the age group of 12 to 49 years who are still in their menstruation process. And if we look at our graph there, our product targets women in low-income areas and rural areas, of which there are people with the highest percentage of 50%, schoolgirls having a percentage of 30%, environmentally conscious women 10%, and others who doesn't know where they fall are at 10%. And therefore, the market for menstrual hygiene products in Kenya is highly increasing and is approximately from 30 Kenya shillings to 40 million Kenya shillings. Our market survey. The market for biodegradable and eco-friendly sanitary menstrual hygiene products is highly increasing, not only in Kenya, but across the globe. And therefore, producing sanitary pads from banana fibers is a new concept that is still evolving, with less successful penetration of other products existing in the market. And therefore, without penetration in the market, we believe that we are going to create a sustainable product that is going to reach to different women and girls, especially in low-income settings and rural areas. Our competitive advantage, we have carefully crafted our sustainable production process and utilizing the natural raw materials that are available with us in different communities to come up with a sustainable product. This product is fully biodegradable, it is affordable, and certified with super absorbency. And therefore, with uninterrupted production, we are getting our machines and automation from local fabricators who are producing for us these machines to ensure that once we begin our production, we easily take them to the market. And therefore, there will be flexibility in introducing our products into the market. We have reached over 300 women and girls in different communities, and also plan to reach over 1,000 women and girls across as we scale our production is in progress. Our business model is to sell to retailers, wholesalers, schools, government officials, government programs, direct sales, online sales through subscription model. Our team is, Pamela Apuko is the founder, James Nituku, our operational manager, and Maxwell Kitonyi, our business analyst. That is our financial projection. Our production cost is at 33 Kenya shillings. Therefore, if we sell our product at 57 Kenya shillings, it means that our product will be 20 Kenya shillings less than the already existing products in the market. And therefore, in each product, in each packet that we sell, we'll be gaining 12 Kenya shillings each. As we conclude, embracing a sustainable menstrual hygiene product is a way for us to create a sustainable and equitable environment, as this is an inspiring way for us to not only to save our women and girls through period poverty, but also to create a world that is economically green. And therefore, we are asking for 7.4 million in order for us to set our unit and also upscale in our production. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Pamela. And I also want to especially commend you for sharing your story with us. It was very inspiring. Thank you. A quick question from me. If you go to the business model, I'm just curious to understand, in your pilot, have you managed to, in the pilot program that you've run so far, which business model have you tested? Which distribution model have you tested? Have you gone to retailers? Are shops willing to stock the pads? If yes, how many? If no, what have they shared as a potential issue?
Through our piloting program, we've been able to reach to schoolgirls.
So you've gone directly to the schools?
Yeah.
Okay. Have they bought the pads? Or did you donate them?
We donated the sanitary pads so that we can get feedback from them. And it was positive, and I can assure you that they are asking when our sanitary pads are going to reach the market so that they can start buying them officially.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's stopping you from starting to sell?
Uh,
Even if it's
As I said,
little.
we don't have the necessary machines for us to produce large quantity of our sanitary pads. And as we are speaking now, we have created partnership with local industries such as Kenya Industrial Research Institute, KIRDI, who are fabricating these machines, and other local fabricators. And yeah, they have assured us they're working on our machines. And again, if we get the Presidential Innovation Grant, it is really going to help us, because now we are going to work not only on the manual machines, but to the semi-automatic and automatic machines that are going to help us in doing making large produce for our sanitary pads.
Okay. So are you able to make few now, right now?
Right now,
Yes.
yeah, if I have the machines, I make-
So I have understood that you need funding to be able to get the machines and
Yeah.
to increase your production.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to understand is, at this moment, what are you able to do?
I'm still producing the sanitary pads using
Yes.
the manual machines that we have.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Thank you.
thank you.
Pamela, I want to mine is a comment. Just want to commend you on your innovation or your idea. And it's really because this is such an amazing solution to one of the biggest problems girls and women face, especially from marginalized areas. And I know, because I work with women back at girls and women at home, and it's a big challenge getting access. What you just said is a story for many young girls in school, where they have no access to pads, or and the struggle of just the stigma of going through a natural process. So thank you for bringing dignity back to young girls and to women across Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I may, again, good job.
Thank you.
I have had the opportunity to work in this sector with some of my clients for a bit. But my question to you would be, with the 300 girls you piloted it with, what was their feedback on what is working or what's not working about the product?
Okay, for the 300 girls and women we have worked with, we have given our products to. Majority were positive, while some wanted us to improve on some areas. Like our sanitary pads, we use 100% fully biodegradable materials. Like we are working on the top layer, we are working on a fully banana cloth, which is still a new idea. And the second layer is the absorbent of the fluff. And the third one is biodegradable leak-proof sheet. And you find that sometimes the biodegradable is not well put. And therefore you find they're saying that sometimes it leaks. But we're looking forward to improve on the things they told us to improve on. And once we venture into our market, our product will be the best product of choice.
Good job. Feedback is always good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pamela, great job. This is definitely meeting a need that is required. Just building on Yvonne's point around what you are able to produce now, what's that number, what you can do in a month? And if once you get the machine from Kirdi, where does that take you? To what number?
Okay, as at now, in a week, we can produce 25 packets of sanitary pads. And if we get our machines ready, I think in a month, 300 sanitary pads won't be bad. But if we get the automatic machines, then we are targeting to produce even 10,000 sanitary packets so that it can reach a larger number, or a larger number of women and girls.
And have they given you a timeline on when you expect the machine to be ready?
Yeah, when they write for us a quotation, there is always a timeline for them to produce the machines.
How long will that take?
Around 2 months. So probably by May or June, our production would have started.
Okay, thanks. Well, good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pamela.
Thank you.
Let's do the stage. Let's talk Thank you for helping eradicate period poverty. It's one of the major challenges that we face in Kenya. And this is really going presidential. Turn to your neighbor and say, this is going presidential. It's getting presidential. Say hi to your neighbor and say, it is getting presidential. You know why? Because the next presenter goes by the name Ruto Emmanuel. So tell your neighbor it's getting presidential. It's getting presidential. Are we together? As Ruto prepares to come to stage, I'd wish to ask the following to see Lynn. Lynn, are you in the room? Lynn will raise her hand. So we have Dennis Nganga from Tharaka University. We have Mwanza Sylvia from University of Embu. William Mwangi from Kisii University. So the three, you can see Lynn, she's at the stage. Follow her. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for presidential Ruto Emmanuel from University of Kabianga.
Clean water, your life. Clean water, your life. I am Emmanuel Ruto Moikut from the University of Kabianga, presenting to you an innovative solution to the pressing issue of contaminated water. During our innovation field visit in Bungoma, Western Kenya, we met Sitati and his family, especially the children. 2 of them were admitted in the hospital, and 3 of them never attended the schools. Upon investigation, it was confirmed that they were suffering from typhoid and diarrhea. And in the nearby health center, 30% of the patients who were admitted in the nearby health center, they were suffering from typhoid, and 50% with diarrhea. The problem still persists, as recently the Ministry of Health raised an alarm over the outbreak of an unidentified disease in South Mugirango in Kisii County, as more than 200 individuals had been affected by this diarrhea and typhoid as a result of contaminated spring, as confirmed by the Ministry of Health. The problem is not only affecting Kisii County and Western Kenya, it is also affecting Kenya and even globally. As according to the UNICEF, 52% of the Kenyan population and 2.2 billion people lack access to clean water. And this clearly shows that there is an urgent need to provide the solution for this. And here comes our Purifier Plus filter, which has to solve the problem of contaminated water. We have packed different sizes of unique natural and organic substance, which enhances the aspect of purification. This unique natural organic substance has the property of killing the bacteria by absorbing excess heavy metals, reducing the survivals of microorganisms. It also prevents excess nutrients and prevents the growth of fungi. The water that you'll be collecting down here will be clean, safe for drinking. This purifier plus filter, it is affordable, portable, manageable, and can be customized into different sizes. So we have tested this water, and the pH, the TDS and the DSS are within the WH range. Solving the problem of contaminated water minimizes the typhoid, diarrhea, and this results to improvement of the school attendance, improve the standards of living. And we are targeting that by the end of these 10 years, we are going to reach 12 million households and even going internationally. This will be achieved by educational campaign, by creating awareness to ensure that people are conversant with this purifier plus filter. Our business model is a P2C with a potential of B2B to C. We are able to manufacture 1,000 units of this purifier plus filter in 1 year. And when we sell this purifier plus filter, we can make 30.8% gross profit. And this shows that this is a business which is sustainable. These are competitors in the market. They produce products that look like ours, but it's not the same. Our product, it is natural and organic. And remember, we want to do away with chemicals which are side effects to our body. It absorbs the heavy metals, it removes toxins and harmful substances. Also enhances the aspects of filtration. The journey that we have took, we did our engagement last year in July with the community in Western Bungoma, where we discussed the waterborne diseases. We developed our prototype, and also we participated in Venture for Change. We did our minimum viable product in January 2025, and we also did our market survey, which is still ongoing. We are projecting that in the next 1 year, we are going to expand our market so that we can manufacture more of this purifier plus filter so that we can reach the communities. And in the next 10 years, we are targeting to reach millions of these people. We are asking investors that you can help us with 12,800,000, which will be raised by the University of Kabianga, even the plowback, the venture capitalists, the friends, investors, and even the fools. These are my teams, which they have really supported me to ensure that the innovation have come up successfully. We have Emmanuel Langat, we have Sheila Saigu, the strategist director. We have the Befon Kimeno, which is our marketing director. You can reach us through this contact, ruto.moikud@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Clean water, your life. You can join us in bringing safe water to millions. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your presentation. Clean water is definitely important for us to have a healthy life. Question, what's the process of filtration? So the prototype you've given you, it's wrapped up, so we can't really see the compartments. Just take me through that process of when the water goes in, what happens in each compartment?
Thank you so much for that question. I think the purifier plus filter, it has 3 compartments, which is called cartridges, and we have packed different sizes of unique and natural plants, which has different properties. So the first property, the first cartridges, we have packed a little bit sizable, this plant. Then the second cartridge, we have packed a medium size, the natural and organic plant, and the bottom cartridge, or the lower cartridge, we have packed the small and nanoparticle natural and organic plant, that substance. Remember that we have not patented our prototype, so that is why I'm not veiling so much on the type of this natural and organic substance. Thank you.
So what happens in each stage? So if you don't share the name of the plant, in compartment 1, what happens in compartment 2, then in compartment 3, then eventually the clean water comes out. Just take us through those 3 specific stages of what happens in each stage.
Thank you so much. This is a filter, and the first cartridge, it has somehow bigger size of this natural and organic plant, which absorb F metals and even kill the bacteria present in the water. So the second cartridge, those microorganisms that had not been killed in the first cartridge will also be rendered to death. And that process, the filtration will be happening. In the third cartridge, we have nanoparticles of this natural and organic plant. So those microorganisms that had passed from cartridge number 1 to the next cartridge, the third cartridge will be rendered dead. So this will ensure us that the water that will be collecting down here will be free from microorganisms and will be safe for drinking. And this will ensure that the problem of contaminated water will be solved.
Okay, thank you.
Quick question for you, Ruton. Thank you so much for your presentation. Clean water is indeed your life. For the product itself, it looks like it has to get attached to a tap. Is that the way it works? So I don't know, have you made an assumption there that the 12 million households you're going for all have tapped water?
Thank you so much. This Purifier Plus filter, it is scalable. So it can be used industrially, it can also be used locally to domestic people. So when I supply or when we supply this Purifier Plus filter to those users that they don't have tapped water, we will teach them on how to come up with a stand so that at the upper part, we can have a reservoir so that water will be flowing by gravity and will be collecting at the bottom here. And for those households which has piped water, this Purifier Plus filter, it is adaptable in everywhere because we can fit it in between a piped water, so that water will be flowing at the inlet and will be collecting here at the outlet. Thank you.
Okay, so maybe a consideration in your maybe phase 2, as you continue to grow in the innovation and in the business, is to figure out how to attach maybe a pump or a tap or something that is like a tap, so that kama ni mimi nimeenda I've gone to the river to fetch water na niko na mtungi yangu, I should be, if you can actually be able to filter water from the mtungi, I think it would be really helpful, because that is unfortunately still the majority of the way households acquire water, especially in rural areas.
Thank you for that. So we are still improving on that.
Yeah, okay.
And in fact, this Purifier Plus filter, we are going to digitize it. We are going to incorporate with sensors so that it can communicate with us in the office which cartridges, which materials are not working, so that we can send our members to those households to provide services on it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ruto.
Thank you.
Thank you. So next on stage will be Tharaka University, Dennis Nganga. Dennis Nganga from Tharaka University. Welcome on stage.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Dennis Nganga from Daraka University. Okay, I'm taking through a project dealing with AI. The name is AI Fertility Meal Plan Generator. So it's under the health category, and the main aim of this project is to help individuals who got problem on fertility be able to navigate their lifestyle. So let me explain the problem that is currently on the daily-to-daily life. When you open your televisions, most of the programs mostly are about the reproductive health. So something came into my mind that we need to address this issue. Okay, when you look at the people and the people who are sending the messages mostly on those programs, they have a lot of problems. So, and they are a lot of people. So we want to tackle that amount of people so that they can reduce and use our platform instead of waiting and waiting for the program on the televisions. So we are generating a meal plan, mostly depending on the profile of an individual. So mostly you get that the individual that suffers from infertility has other underlying conditions. By this, I mean you get a person, for example, has diabetics. This person would need to cater for his diabetics and also support him on the fertility, because according to the research done by WHO, it shows that people with certain health conditions, maybe like diabetes, hypertension, it usually affects their fertility. So we want to address this individual by generating them a meal plan that caters for their health and also caters for their fertility. So there are a lot of approaches. The traditional one that maybe on the programs, on the television, and on the radios, but ours will be general. Our person will be assessing our system through the mobile phone. So I will introduce my fertility meal plan generator. It's an AI solution. I will take you through on how to navigate through this system. So when a user creates an account, he is directed to a profile. In his profile, he must update his personal details. Maybe he will talk about the underlying conditions. For example, he will add, for example, his diabetic, his age, his diet preference, and also save the details. When he gets back to the fertility meal plan generator, it will generate meal plans depending on his profile. So for example, if he's a diabetic person, that meal plan will generate a meal plan for diabetics and also for to support his and boost his fertility. So our model, it's a fine-tuned Gemini API. You have done it through the Google Android Studio, Google Studio, sorry. So we have trained using the data from the common Kenyan diet, because various parts of Africa, maybe you find Africa, Asia, every person has his own diet. But here we are trying to cater for everyone. First, we have started with Kenyan diet. We integrate the API from the Android Studio after we have trained our model. So we have other features. I've talked about the personalized meal plans. So we have integrated blogs and videos. In the blogs, the individual finds blogs personalized according to his profile. So if he's diabetic or hypertension, everything, he will get blogs that he will read and will be directed on his best way to navigate. Also the videos to inspire the individuals and also to educate the people. Also, because we are using the fine-tuned model, so it's expert-backed. That means the large language models, for example, the Gemini, the accuracy is high because of the availability of data. And also our program is user-friendly, so a user can use either on a mobile phone or a tablet. Our impact. We are trying to impact the livelihood of people who are suffering from infertility. and also trying to cater for their needs. Maybe diabetic, also cater for both of them, diabetic and fertility. We also trying to educate people on the sexual health. Yeah. Let's talk about the business model. Our business model, it will contain the subscription. So because a person cannot buy your product before he approves it, first we'll be giving the new user who have logged in a 2 days free trial to generate a meal plan that is weekly, so that he can see and use our platform to know what's the best option. Either he will use the basic plan, standard plan, or the premium plan. On the market, we are trying to incorporate health sectors so that when individuals go to health institutions, they can be directed to use our platform. Our future vision, we want to predict, we use data to predict the outcome of that meal plan. We also try to partner with healthcare so that we can integrate systems that the doctor or the experts can communicate with the patients. Also global reach, because currently we are using the dietary from Kenyan, and also we add other technology. Thank you very much for listening to me. Welcome for the questions.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Do you have a MVP already for this?
Yes.
What's the feedback so far?
Okay, already we have not put it into market because we are lacking funds to, for example, to deploy such a model that got the front end, back end, and the model. It requires a heavy pocket, but currently no funds.
So have you tested it with anyone, a small group of people, just to get feedback on the output, the user journey, any of that process? Have you done that yet?
Okay, not yet, but I have partnered with the university health center. I have shown them the generated meal plan. They have looked at it and they have told me that this can work. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome.
Dennis,
yes.
Thank you for this.
Thank you.
I probably need a meal plan myself. But my question is, based on your idea and your thinking, maybe paint a picture. Who is your target audience?
Okay.
Who is this customer that you're looking to address? Who that you are looking to buy or subscribe to this service? Paint a picture for me.
Okay, the person we are targeting is the person who is suffering from fertility issues due to underlying conditions. The underlying conditions, health underlying condition, I have talked about diabetic people, hypertension, such people. Yeah.
Thank you for your presentation. I'm looking at your market opportunity and business model slide. And just tying into the question of who is your target market, who's your target audience or your customer. And I was also reading through your summary here on our dashboard, and I'm still struggling to understand. Are you targeting both genders, men and women?
Yes, both of them.
Okay, because I saw your competitors is the apps that follow the fertility cycle, and I know that that is generally for women, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine,
so I was a bit confused about who your.
Mine is both genders. That's why I have a profile where someone will be updating his details, the age, underlying condition, the gender.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to this, 500 for the basic plan.
Yeah.
This is essentially like middle income households for someone to pay 500 bob every month,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Do you think you're locking out a certain group of people, a majority of Kenyans, to have access to your very good solution?
Okay.
Because of affordability. I'm just trying to get you to think about your pricing.
Okay.
Because I think 500 is a bit on the higher side, but anyway, you would know because we haven't seen the your cost, your financials. So I was just looking at it at face value and thinking, would I pay 500 for the basic plan? And then if I wanted a standard plan, 800 and then 1200. Just something to think about.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Let's clap for Dennis. Next on stage, we have this is Mwanza Sylvia. Mwanza Sylvia from University of Embu. Let's clap for Mwanza Sylvia from University of Embu as she comes to stage. And as you keep on sitting, keep on asking yourself whether your university takes part in initiatives that Kenya National Innovation Agency runs, because as one of our key mandates is to make sure that our universities become entrepreneurial by supporting our students to commercialize their research output. So as you sit in this room, ask yourself, has your university benefited from any of the programs that Kenya National Innovation Agency runs to support the university ecosystem? So welcome, Sylvia. Take us over.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Mwanza Sylvia from University of Embu, and I'm here with a desire to end food insecurity in Africa using Rhinoceros beetle larvae as food and feed. So picture this. I was born alongside 7 siblings in Ukambani, a semi-arid area, and our parents were farmers. So they used to depend on the farm produce to raise and educate us. Unfortunately, occasionally, we'll be chased away agenda in agriculture and healthcare, which also aligns with the United Nations goal, especially 3, for ensuring health and well-being for all of us, then it is imperative for all of us in this room to think of alternative solutions to solve with the issue of food insecurity. And this includes use of the rhinoceros beetle larvae. The reason why we are using the 2 beetle larvae is because there are delicacies in different parts of Africa, including Western Kenya, and they are very nutritious. They contribute to over 85% of the recommended dietary intake. They also have other nutrients that can help counteract stroke, hypertension in patients. And they have micronutrients which can be supplemented in feeding programs for our growing children in school. So this is why we have plans of using the 2 beetle larvae to fortify our wheat and make sure that we have million healthy chapatis, mandazis, and also formulate animal feeds. So far what we have done, we have worked in the lab for 3 years, optimizing the rearing conditions of the beetle larvae. And we have determined the stage at which this beetle larvae produces high protein content. So this is important as we introduce the rearing to the farmers. We ensure that they not only improve their household nutrition, but they also improve their financial fortunes. Going on, we are formulating cookies from the sample shown using fortified wheat larvae. In future, we want to produce the fortified wheat flour in large quantities as well as animal feeds. So we envision to do this large-scale production in a business-to-business model where we will produce in large quantities and sell to other commercial entities. So the market size of wheat in Kenya is estimated to be 2.3 million metric tons. And that for feed is around 55 million metric tons. Right now, we can only supply around 40% of the animal feed demand. We remain with a deficit of 60%. So if we target a very small portion of this entire market for feed and food simultaneously, let's say like 0.01%, then we are talking of business worth 345 million US dollars and 45 billion for food and feed, respectively. So kindly note these are just estimates for us to move on with our business plan. So this is the entire team working on the project, myself being the founder, strongly supported by the technical team with Dr. Chrysanthus Tanka being an expert in insects for food and feed for over 10 years. What we are currently asking for now is financial support of over 50,000 US dollars, and this is just to help us with basic machinery purchase for the factory startup and also purchase of raw materials. We also seek for partnerships, especially from KEBS for accreditation purpose of our products, and then for capacity building skills in terms of quality control and technical skills for the entire team. So join us as we transform our food systems and ensure that no child lacks food as we did, and we ensure a sustainable future for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Manza Sylvia.
Sylvia, all
Yeah.
right. Thank you, Sylvia. I just have 2 questions. Have you ever eaten the insect that you've presented to us? It's called
Rhinoceros
Rhinoceros.
beetle larvae.
That's
Yes.
one.
Yes, I have.
Mm-hmm.
And they taste like porkish or bacon baked.
You should have brought that for us, you know. You said pork. It tastes like pork?
Yeah, it tastes like pork. Yeah, you should visit us and we will have something for you.
Wonderful. So you mentioned in a slide, one of the slides about rearing these insects. What do you need? What do the farmers need to rear the insects, and how would what would the farmers need to rear the insects?
So to rear the insect, first of all, you need the colon, and one female beetle rears 100 eggs, which hatches within 8 days. So if you have a beetle and rearing trays and some bagasse, you're set to go, and some small water.
So the amount of space that you need is very little?
Very little space. In fact, you can just set it outside your house and it's perfect.
And how many do you need for a meal?
Okay, for a meal, let's say it depends on the weight of the person. So
Like you, when you are eating.
Right. So if I am weighing 75 kgs, for conversion rate is 0.8. I'm talking about protein content. So if I am to check, I just need to check like 50 grams, and then I supplement it with something else. That's okay. Yeah.
Thank you. This is very interesting.
Mwanza, you still have me at tastes like pork. That's a very interesting idea. Just today at breakfast, I was wondering why we're eating beef, and I wanted pork. So, and there's an increase of interest in pork. So that's an interesting. Mine is maybe 3 quick questions. One, in terms of pricing, what are you looking to price this at? If I look at a kg of my chapati, my unga ya chapati, for a similar quantity, what are you looking to sell it at?
So 2 kg pack goes at 200 Kenyan shillings. So we will be at a supplemented cost of $1.5.
So you'll charge less, is that what you're saying? Okay. Second question goes concerning the barrier or the mental barrier around insects for food. How do you think we can, what do we need to do to educate Kenyans to open, or how do we get Kenyans to open their minds to eat insects in their food?
So for us to have the customer acceptability, then we need to have forums like this. And we need to tell farmers the importance and the sustainability of having insects over animals. So remember, if I give you a kettle to rear and the insect to rear, then it's more sustainable to have the insect than the kettle. So think of the input that you're putting in the cattle and what you need for the insect. For the insect, you just need trays and bagasse. For the cattle, you need to be there every minute. You have to do, have 10 kgs of hay, a very large piece of land. You need water. You need to be there for the cattle. So I would gladly say we go for the insects because they are very sustainable. And they don't have a lot of poop as compared to the cattle. So you don't have to worry about greenhouse effect gases.
So we can sensitize people on the same. All right. Maybe the last thing is, would you prefer to, how do you see marketing or distributing of your product? Is it, do you want to sell to supermarkets? Do you see it better going to schools or institutions to help supplement the dietary gaps?
So I would say both.
Both. Which one did you prefer? And why?
First of all, I would prefer the children because at least they won't have to go hungry because we have something for them.
Right, so institutions.
Yes.
All right, good. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Sylvia. Just a quick one. Just to build on what my colleague here is saying about the mental block. I think you have the human food, so to speak, the TheraFly, isn't it? And then the TheraFeed is for animals. Maybe just as a comment, you might find it easier market entry to sell the feed before we now build something around the human consumption. I was involved in a project with farmers in Uganda where part of the farmers who are enabling were cricket. It's the similar concept in terms of high protein, source of food, etc. But that mental thing is still quite something. But I think you're on the right track. And I was very glad to see Professor Muthengia as one of your mentors. I'm a big fan of his and his innovation. So I think you're definitely on the right track. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. Let's clap for Sylvia. She exits the stage. So I'm gonna ask the following to proceed backstage. We have Kimberly Natalia from University of Eldoret. We have George Onyansha from Masinde Muliro University, and also Abel Nicholas Otieno from Masai Mara University, and then we'll proceed for tea. So for now on stage, I'll wish us to clap and invite William Mwangi from Kisii University to tell us about climate action and green energy. Give it up for William Mwangi.
Good morning. My name is William Mwangi from Kisii University. I'm pitching an innovation on the production of biohydrogen from waste banana and pineapple peels. My mentors are Dr. Hezron Ogutu, who is here with me, and Dr. Kennedy Olale, who is absent. I don't think if it's... For an introduction, fossil fuels are limited. Fossil fuels refers to the non-renewable sources of energy, like natural gas, coal, and oil. Many countries, including Kenya, spend a lot of income on the importation of this fossil fuel. Like it is documented in Kenya, January 2024, 56.6 billion Kenya shillings was spent on the import value of fuel and lubricants into the country. More so, the excessive use of this fossil fuel has led to environmental pollution, because when you burn a fossil fuel, it leads to production of CO2, which is a greenhouse gas. The mining itself of this fossil fuel also leads to production of methane, a more potent gas than CO2. And so agricultural wastes, which are rich in fermentable sugars, were found to be a rich source for production of biofuels. And in this case, we were focusing on the production of biohydrogen from pineapple and banana peel wastes. And so the bioethanol, which we obtained from the fermentation process, we were able to catalyze it into biohydrogen. What is the problem we are solving? This innovation will lead to, I will address several issues. Number one, the negative impact or the environmental impact of the pineapple and banana peel waste in the market. I am from Kisii University, and I can attest that in the markets, we have a lot of peel waste, which are polluting the environment. And also, this project will also lead to production of alternative source of fuel, that is bioethanol and biohydrogen. But we are focusing mostly on the biohydrogen, which is a more greener source of energy. It is said that biohydrogen has a more energy efficiency than kerosene by 2.9. Kerosene is currently powering jets. And so if you can produce biohydrogen, which is also in the technological use in powering of motor vehicles, you can able to power that jets or something like that. And so this project also will also deal with the waste from motorcycles. We realize that motorcycles have exhaust pipes which contain catalyst, that is platinum, palladium, and rhodium catalysts. And these catalysts, we use them in the catalytic conversion of bioethanol to biohydrogen. So it will make use of that waste from motorcycles, because currently a lot of motorcycles are brought into the country. The objective of this innovation was to produce biohydrogen, but we had two phases. The back end, firstly, we are able to obtain bioethanol, and then we use that bioethanol to produce biohydrogen. So this is how we did it. We were able to obtain this peel waste from the market. We collected the peels in huge amounts. These peels were cut into small pieces, and then we dried them, as you can see in pictures as follows, picture A and picture B. The peels were then grinded into small pieces, and then we took it through a process of simultaneous saccharification and fermentation process. We pre-treated the peels firstly using sodium hydroxide, and then we were able to hydrolyze it and ferment the same. In this innovation, we were able to produce two designs. Firstly is the bioreactor, and secondly is the catalytic converter. The bioreactor, we used a simple bucket. We bought a very simple bucket at 200 shillings, and we were able to make our own bioreactor, whereby we did the fermentation process. And then we were able to filter to obtain the filtrate, which was distilled into 4 phases to obtain a more pure bioethanol. Now, the bioethanol we were able to produce, we catalytic converted it into biohydrogen. As you can see in the picture, that is a setup. We went into the market, we obtained an exhaust pipe from a motorcycle, which contains platinum, palladium, and rhodium catalysts. We were able to do the setup. We engineered our own catalytic converter, and then we were able to catalytic convert the bioethanol into biohydrogen. Now, biohydrogen is one of the most renewable sources of energy. Like because we were saying it's renewable because biohydrogen we are obtaining biohydrogen from pineapple and banana peels. These plants can be planted again and we can harvest it again. So biohydrogen is also cleaner source of energy. When you burn hydrogen, you get water as a byproduct. And so that was the setup. I was not able to carry the whole setup because it's a big thing. You can see in the next, that is the procedure. Allow me to go forward. That is a picture of me with a bioreactor, with a catalytic converter. We redesigned it. That's the exhaust pipe from the motorcycle. We redesigned it so that it can be big enough to take part in the process. Picture B shows the bioreactor itself. We were able to design it using 2 buckets. We bought 2 buckets in the market. We were able to connect the same with a tap. In the middle of the buckets, we put sand so that you'll be able to take care of the temperature changes from the outside environment and the inside environment so that the fermentation process cannot be interfered with. After the fermentation, we were able to obtain bioethanol, which you can see it burnt with the blue flame in the third picture. And so the bioethanol itself, we were able to take it through the catalytic conversion process to obtain biohydrogen. And so in conclusion of the matter, I'm saying that this innovation will aim at an alternative source of fuel. Like currently, Toyota is making Toyota Misari. Toyota Misari is powered by hydrogen. Now, if you can make hydrogen, the car uses 1 kg of hydrogen in every 100 kilometers. Now, if this project can be funded to produce that amount of hydrogen, it can power vehicles, and also it leads to environmental pollution, solving the environmental pollution because you are making use of that peel waste. And also, we are also making use of the exhaust pipe from the motorcycles. Like when you go to the police station, you see a lot of motorcycles there. And so we are making use of that as well. And so it will help to curb the energy security. And also this project itself lies in the green energy SDG plan, affordable and clean energy, climate action, infrastructure, industrial, all that. And so the research will aim at transforming a waste product into a more valuable resource. Thank you.
Thank you, William. I think that's a really great innovation and great presentation.
Yeah.
So have you, apart from that petri dish, the blue flame, have you actually tried it on any vehicle? I really like the example you've given for the borders in police stations.
Yeah.
Have you tried it, or do you plan to try it?
So the innovation itself was to prove that we can be able to produce bioethanol first, which was the first stage, and which we were able to produce, and to convert it into biohydrogen. Now, this project, we have partnered it with CSTI, Center of Research and Innovation, whereby we want to produce 1 megawatt of hydrogen at a cost of $2 per kg. I think by that end, we'll be able to test it with motor vehicles to see the feasibility of the same. Yeah.
So what do you need to get there? What do you need to get to that pilot test?
So I think for us to get that pilot test, we first have to increase the production of bioethanol, because 1 kg of biomass produces 0.35 kg of ethanol. And 1 kg of ethanol will produce 3 kg of hydrogen. Now we'll have to increase the amount of biomass which we are using, and even adjust a bit so that you can be able to produce a higher amount of ethanol. And then that ethanol itself will be used for production of biohydrogen. And so for us to get there, we need to increase first the yield of ethanol and increase the yield of hydrogen. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. I like the flow you've taken us through to really understand the production process.
Yeah.
So the end product is biohydrogen.
Yeah.
Is it in liquid or gas form?
It is in gas form.
So for fuel, if it's a car or a motorbike, they would need a cylinder for them to consume it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm just trying to understand how you'd package it in the end to the end consumer. So if the end consumer is a individual, they would need to buy. Would they buy the cylinder? Would it be what do you call it? Refillable, or is it like would it be one-time use? What, in your view, what would that look like?
I think in my view it will be refillable. Like it's a cylinder where we package the hydrogen gas, and then hydrogen gas is also used to power homes. 1 megawatt of hydrogen can power 750 to 1,000 homes in 1 hour. So if you can produce that amount of hydrogen, it will be used in powering homes, powering cities, powering vehicles. And we have Toyota Misari, which I'm giving as an example. It has a fuel cell inside it, which has hydrogen and combines with oxygen to release electricity to power the vehicle. So touching on the packaging, it will be in a cylinder, refillable.
Okay. So possibly a few suggestions. One, think about the end in mind, then work backwards. So when you think about the end in mind, if it's industrial use, then you'll know how do you, even your production process and how you get to them, it'll guide you to in terms of that process and how you get there and how you package it. Then lastly, a suggestion is think of a brand name.
Yeah.
So in one caption, you can know a very unique brand name for your business or your product.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good job.
Thank you.
I think I'll just reiterate what my colleague has just said, is being very clear on the use cases for bioethanol, for biohydrogen, and then following it up with then what does then pricing look like? What am I going to sell to who, where, when, why do they need it? You know, so painting that picture would be quite useful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, William. Let's clap for William. I've just been wondering whether hydrogen is a gas or ethanol is a chemical, but my mind tells me that the chemical formula for hydrogen is H2O. H2O. The chemical formula for hydrogen, it's a gas, but it's a gas, right? Yeah, it's a gas. At least I know it's a gas. So on stage, next on stage is Kimberly Natalia from University of Eldoret on food security and agriculture. Kimberly, proceed to stage. Thank you. Let's clap for Kimberly. It's a whole team. Nice.
As part of an assignment in our social entrepreneurship course, we are tasked with surveying the factors that hinder agricultural growth in Western Kenya. Our findings were both eye-opening and heartbreaking. We met Mr. Wekesa. He's being discouraged from planting crops of high value such as sunflower and nutritious crops such as sorghum, not because of poor soils, lack of seeds, or even unfavorable weather conditions, but because of an unrelenting enemy, bad pests. This pest destroyed the crops, leading Mr. Wekesa to harvest little to no harvest. Another pressing issue that we identified was the extended amount of time he spends in the farm scaring away the birds. This exhausting and time-consuming activity takes him away from other crucial farm activities. The result? Loss of income, poor food security, and being discouraged from planting crops that would otherwise change his livelihood. It was through this assignment that the problem of bad pests came to light. It was then that we knew we had to act.
Here comes Tishawi, the solution to Mr. Wekesa and other farmers.
Tishawing is an innovative and effective bird scarer
designed to address this issue. Tishawing uses an advanced sensor technology to detect the presence of birds in real time. When birds enter the field, the solar-powered sensor detects the birds and effectively drives them away without harming them. We'll have a brief demonstration on how it operates. Here is our sensor, and I will use my hand to imitate the bird's motion. Tishawing eliminates the need for Mr. Wekesa to spend hours in the field manually scaring away the birds, giving him back precious time to focus on other productive activities. For Mr. Wekesa, who plants sorghum in his 1 acre piece of land and harvests only 50%. With the use of our Tishawing, he will be able to increase his yields up to 90%. That translates to 1,620 kilograms, amounting to 162,000 Kenyan shillings. Even if Mr. Wekesa purchases our Tishawing, which we are selling at 15,000 Kenyan shillings at the moment, he will be able to recover his money in one harvest. What makes Tishawing unique? Its simplicity and efficiency does. It's easy to use and adaptable to different farm sizes and crop types.
Tishawing has a large variety of target audience, one of them being small-scale cereal farmers in the likes of Mr. Wekesa. These farmers plant highly valuable and nutritious crops such as sorghum, millet, sunflower, and barley. We also have agricultural cooperatives such as the 1 Acre Fund. 1 Acre Fund has a wide network of farmers, and we believe that their convincing power will enable farmers to purchase our Tishawing in bulk. In a nutshell, Tishawing has a market opportunity of over 500,000 farmers. We recently won Kenya shillings 280,000 from Venture for Change competition for social innovations that happened last year in Bungoma County. With this money, we were able to develop and iterate our prototype and also conduct customer validation. Following this success, we are asking for Kenya shillings 4.2 million so as to set up a production system. This production system will help us make Tishawings, many of them, and sell them at a cheaper price to farmers like Mr. Wekesa. With Tishawing effectively in use, farmers like Mr. Wekesa and others will realize their lifetime dreams.
Tishawing comes to the market with already existing competitors. We have the herbicidal sprays, which contain chemicals and therefore harmful to the environment. Another competitor that we have is the use of the manual bird scarer. In this, the farmer has to hire laborers to chase away birds manually. Therefore, it is costly and time-consuming. Another competitor that we have is the use of the scarecrows, as shown in the screen. And when it is used for a long period of time, birds tend to get used to it. And the last competitor that we have is the use of the bird nets. As you can see, it is cumbersome in installation. And for all these, Tishawing serves them all. The government has made commendable efforts to boost sunflower production for oil production, including distributing 21 metric tons of sunflower seeds last year. Yet, despite all the efforts, the results have not been fully realized. Similar initiatives have been rolled out, but the persistent challenge of bird pest has continued to undermine progress. Some may lazily point fingers and call this an unfulfilled promise, but thanks to our assignment, we now know better. Looking ahead, our vision doesn't stop here. This is the future that we, the dynamic innovators, are looking forward to. A future where innovation and technology work hand in hand to protect the livelihoods of the farmers. We stand here today not just present Tishawing, but call for action. This is not just a device. This is the lifeline for Mr. Wekesa and countless farmers who have been fighting silent battle against bird pests. Tishawing.
Good job. Good teamwork. Good teamwork. I once planted some sunflowers. I was amazed by the number of birds that came to dine. So thank you for the demonstration. Very interesting gadget there. And my question to you is, what is the cost of creating one unit of what you have there? What's the cost of creating it?
The cost of manufacturing this one device, like it is now, it is 9,400 Kenyan shillings.
Okay. So 9,000. How much do you want to sell it to the farmer?
We are selling it at 15,000 Kenyan shillings.
Okay. And when you speak with farmers who have this problem, are they willing to spend 15,000 shillings on that, or are they looking to buy seeds or other inputs? How big a priority would that be for that farmer?
Yes, they are willing to buy it because they told us as we were collecting our data that some of them harvested nothing and some of them harvested only 50%. And so comparing what you will save with what you have been losing, it is worth it.
Okay, and how many farmers were you able to engage and in that feedback? Because you're saying they gave you feedback and said, yes, I will pay 15,000 for this.
We went to Mwea and we had a meeting with more than 200 farmers.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's impressive. And they said they have a need for this.
Yes.
Okay. And then in terms of, with the 4.2 million you're asking for, what would you improve on the product itself? How much of that money would be spent on the product, but what would you really improve?
We are planning to improve on the noise production mechanism. According to the farm size and also the location of the farm, if it is near the homesteads, we can use another noise production mechanism, maybe not to tamper with human beings, not to, to avoid the disturbance. Yes. But if your farm is far away from the homestead, we can still use this. And also we are planning to incorporate AI in it so that we can see how we can only scare away the harmful birds and leave the ones that are not harmful to the crops that you have planted, because some of them eat the pests. Yes.
All right. And then maybe my last question, going back to the 200 farmers you met, on average, what was the size of their farms?
40 by 100.
Okay.
At square meter, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that interesting presentation. I like that you all came to and you had something to say. That was really, really enjoyable. So I have one question. How many of these devices would you need for like an acre?
For 1 acre, you only need 2. Depending on the shape of your farm, you will need 2 only. Because our sensor, the range goes up to 20 meters plus. So as long as the birds are within that radius, they will be detected. And also the noise produced, it is more than enough of the decibels required to scare away the birds. Yes.
Okay. I'm happy that you're thinking about the noise pollution aspect, because that was my other question. That thing scared me way over here. So I think that would be a good intervention there. Yeah, is there an installation that a process that is needed, or does a farmer just buy it and takes it to just put it themselves? How does a farmer get it to work in their farm? Do you sell and install, or you just sell and they go and put it for themselves?
We sell and also install for the farmer, because when you take it to the farm, according to maybe the conditions in your farm, we will know where to install our battery, where to put our solar, where to put our sensors according to your to the conditions in your farm.
Oh, and one last question. In seasons when where there is not much sun, what happens?
When there is no sun, we have a rechargeable battery. So when there is sun, the solar panel recharges the battery. But also we have another option. You can have two batteries where you go and recharge, maybe using electricity, and then you have alternatives. Yeah.
Okay, so the extra battery, how much would it be in terms of cost? Because that is 15,000, so you're adding an additional cost.
1,000 Kenyan shillings only.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Great teamwork. You guys are working very well together. One question, what's the after-sale support that you offer to the farmer after you sell it? And what's the warranty?
We give a 2 years warranty, and also the support we give is the programming, updating the program, and the maintenance. Yes.
Okay, so the farmer would need to call you, or would you just have a schedule where every 3 months you come to the site?
Yeah, we have a schedule for that, but if anything happens before our dates are due, you can just call us.
Okay, and are you running any pilot right now anywhere in the country? Is there anyone currently using it?
We recently went to Mwea for testing with the money that we got to carry on more market research and customer feedback. So currently we have none in the market, but they wanted it.
Okay.
Sorry, could you give it one more ring? Thank you.
Thank you, Tisha. Indeed, Tisha. Thank you, Tisha. You see, teamwork is a really good thing. So next on stage, I want us to welcome George Onyancha from Masinde Muliro University on healthcare, that is organic and antiseptic soaps. George Onyancha, welcome to stage. Let's clap for George as he comes.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is George Onyancha from Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology. I'm going to make a presentation on an innovation of organic antiseptic soaps, majorly for treating the microbial infections. Around 40 to 50% of population in our country have a sensitive skin. And also as a country, we produce about 22,000 tons of wastes on a daily basis. In addition to that, also, you find that in our country, the rate of unemployment is very high, which accounts for 57%. It is against this that this innovation tries to address the pressing health, environmental challenges, and economic challenges. You find that in our local markets, 70% of the soaps that we get in our local markets are synthetic in nature. And we know that synthetic soaps are made up of the chemicals such as parabens and triclosans which are very carcinogenic in nature. In addition, continuous use of these chemicals normally result in bacterial resistance. And also, when we use these soaps, we find that they lack what we call standardization. As a result, many people will end up complaining of skin reacting to such soaps. However, you find that there are a lot of research which has been conducted, and it points very well that there are a lot of organic materials that can be used to prepare these soaps, which are organic in nature. However, their utility is still limited. It is against that we came up with this innovation to prepare an organic soap which will address some of these issues that are pressing our country so much. This innovation is anchored on what we call black soldier fly larvae, whereby you grow a black soldier fly on organic wastes. And then the black soldier fly will then hatch into larvae. This larvae is rich in fats and oils. And once the larvae has attained the 5th instar, it is subjected to screening so that you can obtain the oils and the fats, which will then be incorporated into these particular products, which we call the BioShield. And before you incorporate, you must do screening so that you find out whether is it effective or not effective, or if it may have any effect to human body or not. Also, this innovation is geared towards, promoting health. Therefore, it is in line with some of the SDGs, like the SDG of good health and well-being, the SDG of industry, innovation, and infrastructure, no poverty, good health and well-being, responsible consumption, climate action, reduced inequalities, decent work and economic growth, gender equality. Yes, those are some of the SDGs that this innovation is trying to address. How do you prepare these products? The first thing, as I said, one, you grow the BSF in organic materials or organic wastes. And then you allow this BSF to grow up to the larvae stage. And once it has attained the larvae stage, remember, the BSF is capable of scavenging on the organic wastes, leading to formation of what we call the larvae. So the larvae, then you allow it to grow up to the 5th instar. The 5th instar larvae is rich in oils and fats. So these fats are then screened to obtain the oils which are incorporated into the soap. Remember, this soap or this product is made from specific plant extracts. Or it's also made from the BSF products, and also it is made up of made from some organic materials. And then after that, you incorporate them, you come up with the product. After coming up with it, you screen it, and then also you test for efficacy. And then from there, you put it into a market. You find that our product is unique in the sense that we focus on organic wastes by converting organic wastes into valuable products. And by so doing, we are addressing a pollution menace, which is affecting many counties. We are putting these organic wastes into utility. And also you find that our product is cost effective in the sense that the production of 100 grams of this BioShield product goes up to 60 slings. But if you compare with what is in the market, it is much higher as to our case. And also for our case, we focus on only organic materials. We are using organic and not synthetic. which can be afforded by those vulnerable people in the community. And also you find that this our product is it's community-centered in the sense that we've been transferring this technology to the community, training them, as a result, empowering them on how to become self-reliant. This innovation, we require the ingredients, as I've just said. We need oils, plant-based oils, the strong base, and the natural essential oils. For us to scale up the production of these products, we need up to $400 US so that it can be very effective, so that it is felt to most parts of this country. What are the equipment that we need for us to carry out this effectively? One, we need the mixer, we need the extruder, we need the soap stamp, we need the soap cutter, the soap machine, we need the vertical stamping, we need the soap refiner, and also we need the soap loader to make this very realistic and objective. Otherwise, thank you.
Thank you very much. So just a quick question, if you'd go back to the slide, that last slide on what you need. Okay. So really good presentation. I am personally very excited because I'm in the 40% sensitive skin, and I can tell you it's difficult to find products that work consistently. So yes, just go back. I think if you can use the other side of the clicker to go back. Anyway. Okay. So my question is around, one, the ingredients. I'm not a scientist, but I wonder, how are you able to tell that those ingredients work for sensitive skin? Because indeed synthetics affect sensitive skin, but natural stuff also can affect. It's just, the skin cells are saying they don't know this thing or whatever it is. Oh. So I just wondered, have you been able to test and see that indeed this certain combination works for these certain types of skin?
Yeah, of course. You realize that most synthetic products, they contain some chemicals, and some even contain bacteria. Now, as we are developing these products, we did what we call efficacy testing, whereby you culture the products, you culture the bacteria against these products. Then from there, you look at what we call the zones of inhibition. Are they enhancing, or the growth of bacteria, is it enhanced or it is retarded? Then from there, if it is retarded or even is not taking place, then we say this product is effective. For in this case, we were able to test for efficacy using the E. coli and the streptococcus, whereby we cultured them in plates. Then from there, we were able to measure the zones of growth inhibition. And actually, from the results, this product was able to inhibit growth of those specific bacteria. And for that reason, we were able to actually conclude that this product is very effective.
Okay, so I think just maybe feedback just as a consumer. I do not have the medical background or biology of it. I just have years of being myself. I can tell you it's not the infection that I struggle with. It's the allergy. It's the allergen. So, and aloe vera is a very good, that's the only thing that has worked for me. So maybe you might consider it, but I'm only one consumer, so it might not work. My second question, which is why I was trying to get you to go to the other slide, was, does it mean that you actually need 40 million Kenya shillings to start?
Of course, we've already started.
Yes.
Because as we said, this project is in tandem with some of the SDGs.
Yes.
And one of the SDGs is industrialization. Remember, as a country, 57% of our youths are unemployed. So to address this challenge, we need to set up industries so that we can sort out this problem of unemployment among our youths. And that's why we are projecting that for this to be effective, remember we are utilizing what we call the organic wastes, which are actually a very serious problem in terms of the environmental pollution.
Okay.
So if we get 40 million Kenya shillings, we can set up some industries which will assist in easing the problem of unemployment in our country.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe just again something for you and the team to consider is starting a little bit smaller, because this being a startup, you have many questions to answer, you have many theories to prove. And 40 million is a bit of a high risk. If it doesn't work, you've lost 40 million. I don't know. Maybe for me, 40 million is a lot of money. It might not be for you.
Yeah, because
But yeah, so maybe
because
temper it.
the project or the innovation has already started working in the university through the income generating units. They are utilizing these products. Also, we've been training the local communities, and actually the uptake is positive. So our budget is a bigger picture, what we are yearning for after some, a period of time.
Okay, so it is not starting capital.
No, it's not starting, because
Okay,
already
so-
we've started.
So you need to amend that then. All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. So the soldier fly is a core part of the business.
Yes.
Now, how much, in terms of the people who produce that for you, what is how many flies do you need to, say, generate 1 ton or 1 kg, so to speak?
Yeah, of course, one black soldier fly will produce up to 900 larvae.
Okay.
And one larvae can produce up to around 100 grams of oil. So therefore, from there, 1 ton, you need something like 20 larvae to produce 1 ton.
Okay, and currently, what are you producing right now?
Currently, we are producing the biosheet products, and I've given a sample there.
No, I'm sorry, what I meant is, in terms of the raw material,
Yes.
What are you producing currently?
We are producing the black soldier fly, and as I said, our project focuses on use of organic materials.
So let me rephrase my question. In terms of capacity, so are you producing 100 kgs per month in terms of the raw material?
Yes, in our center, we are producing up to 1,000 larvae.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. I just have one question.
Yes.
How much is the cost of producing 1 unit, 1 bar of soap?
Okay, 1 unit, the cost is 60 Kenya shillings.
And how much are you selling it for?
We are selling it at 75 shillings.
So a profit margin of
15 shillings. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe one quick question as well. So what is the proposition you have to the consumer that will then differentiate your product from your competitors?
To the consumer,
are you going to put a picture of the BSF on the package and tell them, guys, there's a great oil out of this insect that is good for your skin? Or how are you going to do it?
Our product is cost effective in the sense that you find that most of the community members are economic. most of them Roman respond by product or taking our product, which is a sign that they are part and parcel of it, and they are satisfied with our product. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, George. Let's clap for George as he exists. I'm not sure whether that was gorgeous or George's, but I love the good work that the young team is doing. So our last presenter will be, this is Abel Nicholas Otieno from Masai Mara University, and then we break for tea. So let's give it up for Nicholas Otieno from Masai Mara University.
Yes, good morning all. I'm Abel Nicholas from Masai Mara University, from Department of Health Sciences, pursuing Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I'm presenting on behalf of Ecosphere Researchers and Innovators, a group of 7 students, 4 boys and 3 boys and 4 girls. So I'll take you through TechBin system. That is a sustainable waste management system that we aim to revolutionize the waste management within the hospital and even outside the hospital. So what we identified during our clinical placements that drove us to coming up with this solution is there was a bit of waste overflow within the wards. Then we also found these waste bins that you have to contact to dispose of your waste. So these waste bins disposed both the patients, the relatives to infections and injury risks due to you have to contact it, and then the waste overflow you can get pricked with the sharps. So these can lead to environmental pollution because through the manual system, the waste disposal will not be at maximum. So we decided to bring this solution, the TechBin system. And what we did, we engaged the patients and the relatives on what they were thinking. They told us they are worrying about the health risks through this manual management of waste. Then they see piles of waste due to improperly managed waste within the wards. So what they told us that if we bring the automated system, that can be a game changer. So we decided to come up with this solution, the TechBin system that integrates an intelligent lead. It integrates waste level monitoring system, and also we are working towards segregation system where each waste will be segregated into proper material. So we are working in phases because we found out that this project is a long journey. We can't finish it at a go. So we decided to develop the intelligent lead, the waste level monitoring system, and now the lab work is going on segregation system. And after that, we integrate the whole system in a mobile application. So this is how the first two phases work: the intelligent lead and the waste level monitoring system within the dustbin. So what you do to use our system, you are being told not to touch. You just show your waste at a distance of 10 centimeters from our the two eyes of the waste bin. So you just show, it opens, and you drop, and after it is full, it gives you an alert that it is full, and if you try, it will not open. So what is happening after it is full, it sends a notification to the waste management team within the hospital to come and collect the waste and to come and empty the waste bin. And what they do, because they are protected, they have the gloves, so even if they contact it now, they won't get the contamination. So what they do, they just remove the inner lining and they continue using the waste bin. So our uniqueness is the waste level monitoring system, the intelligent lead, the segregation that is coming, and the notification system. Then we aim to make money through direct selling of the product to the market, service contracts where we will have to improve the system where there is a problem, and also partnerships and licensing. Partnerships, we aim to partner with the plastic production company to manufacture the plastic in a manner that we need, then we fix our system in it. Then this one is very impactful, promoting good health through infection prevention, injury risk. We are eliminating the injury risk. We are eliminating the contact with the waste bin that you can contact and contaminate the general public. Then we are also modernizing the health waste management system so that this promotes, this one is under the SDG industry, innovation and infrastructure, the SDG number 9. Then we are also reducing pollution, hence sustainable cities and communities. We target to sell this to the hospitals, the schools, institutions, and the marketplaces where waste is generated. And our competitors like the pedal bin, the push bin, the traditional open bin, which does not have the features we have. So this one is very advantageous to us. If we get into the market, our product will be at a go. Then the presenters, they were supposed to come, but due to logistic issues, they did not manage. And I'm under Dr. Masharia, who is my mentor, supervised closely by Madam Anne, who is around, and Mr. Bakari Chaka. So our funding ask is 32,000 USD, which we will utilize through development of the innovation, then capacity building, pilot testing, monitoring and evaluation, and administrative costs. So thank you very much. My team is Ecosphere Researchers and Innovators, a group of nursing students working closely with the physics tech, three boys and 4 girls. We are also promoting gender equality, and we want these girls to get into tech so that they don't remain behind. You know, if you say tech, they always say this one is for boys. No. So we are mentoring them. They told us we don't know anything about tech. We can't do no, but at now they can manage something, and they also did something during the production. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nicholas, for your presentation. That was very passionate. And thank you for standing up for women in STEM. So I have 2 questions. How much does your bin cost to make?
Yes, so what is happening at the stage where we have reached, we've managed the first 2 phases, the waste level monitoring system and the intelligent lead. So our production, to come up with this, you know, we've not started the production. We are still under the prototype stage, but the calculation from this was 4,000. So if we need to sell it, we can sell it at 4,500, but we don't want to sell it at that point. If this one goes into the market, we sell it at a lower cost, maybe half of the production cost, then we make money through doing the servicing, subscriptions. Yes, so we sell it at a favorable cost to make the buyers to love our product. So after it gets into the market, we also, again, continue making money, not through just selling, but also servicing, things like that, subscriptions, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll just leave that. So the other question I have is, one of the features that you highlighted is IoT integration. I'm curious, what is the information that you're getting from the waste bin, or how is that important?
So from the waste bin, we want that after it is full, it can send a message to the waste management team, and not only the waste management team within the hospital or within an institution, because it will also be used in institutions such as schools. So it will send to the waste collectors. After segregation, we can now think of what we can do about these waste. So it sends to particular people, those dealing with plastics to come and collect the plastics, those dealing with the organic to make manures to come and collect the organic waste. So this information will be sent to the waste management team within the institution and the waste management companies.
So your device is would not only be for the individual smaller bins, but possibly also like where the total waste is collected. Because I
Yes.
imagine that would be, let me stop preempting you, but yes.
So our device will not only be within where waste is generated. We want to revolutionize waste management from the generation to collection and reusing these waste. So after it is collected within the institution, the waste management companies dealing with the different waste can come and collect the different waste and use them properly instead of waste piling in our cities. And this one can cause environmental pollution that is a very big problem.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. I'd just like to go back to your first slide. What exactly are you solving for? What is the challenge, said a hospital is facing now that you want to help them solve?
So the main problem we noticed is the infection, someone getting infected, someone coming to the hospital and getting out with an infection that he or she did not come with. So the waste overflow within the hospital that causes everywhere to be piles of waste, then someone can easily get injured or get contaminated with the waste, then get the infection. Another one is the contacts with the waste bin, where you have to come and touch or step on. So for example, within our theaters where there is a lot of blood and everything, you come and step on it. I also come and step on it, and I don't know that I should leave my shoes there to be washed, and I'm a relative or a patient. I will go with it to the general public and cause the contamination. Yes. So the issue of waste overflow, the inefficiencies due to contact with the waste bin, and the regulatory non-compliance, where they get pressure due to improper waste management. That then leads to environmental pollution and the general health threats.
I think the solution is unique. Possibly a suggestion I would give is pick one institution and do some research with them, get their feedback in terms of the use case, the specific use case, and what they would want to get out of such a solution. A number of the hospitals segregate their waste. So you have the bins where they do, once they've used their needles, they have a specific bin where they throw the needles. Once they use the gloves, they have specific bins where they throw those kind of disposables. So being able to possibly get a bit more information from them around how they dispose waste, and using your solution, see how do you add value to that using the product that you've put together.
Yes.
Then my other suggestion is around production. There are companies that already produce the bin, so possibly go talk to them and see how can they create a new product using your technology, as opposed to you going into the production of bins. You get?
Yes.
Yeah, so your business is providing the solution. Work with guys who are already manufacturing bins and say, can they now create a special product line using your smart lid, so that you don't have to focus on the production side of things. Yeah.
Can I add one thing?
Yes, you talked about the segregation, the manual system of segregation within the hospital. If, you can check it from that picture. You find that the human error, someone saying that I have this needle, but the safety box is far away from me. Will I walk from up to there to dispose this needle? So you find them just disposing it where it is not needed to be disposed. So that is something we are also trying to solve under the other phase 3 that is ongoing. We are still making the phase 3. So what is happening? We will integrate these waste bins in that. If you want to dispose of a metal, you cannot access the plastic bin. If you want to dispose of organic waste, you cannot put it in the safety box. So that is something also we are trying to solve. Yes.
Thank you, judges. Thank you. Thank you, Abel. Let's clap for Abel as so right now we're going to break for tea, and after tea, I'll request the following to proceed backstage. That is Egerton University, Peterson Karaoke, Machakos University, Alex Mtinda Mwendo, Laikipia University, Wilson Kinda. Kindly still in after tea. So we're going to break for tea, which will be served by the pool area. Yeah, tea will be served by the pool area, and I'm gonna give you 15 minutes. So let's be back in the room at 12:15. Thank you.